cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Lose it on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer it all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready.
The slot man in motion right. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team doesn't.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Pulled in at the 24. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
McCann's kick up and good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right at the 35. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next to score, Niners 10, Commanders 11.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Swings this out for Hunt. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. Guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Lance. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Off of play action, here's Lance. Able to find Gray here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And Lance now to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Handoff right side, Davis Price. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
On play action, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Hook up of 15 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Davis Price. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ty Davis-Price with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McCann for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Commanders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
21. 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Garoppolo. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Down inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Gray going across the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Garoppolo again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
13.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo out left to Dotson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Garoppolo on first down. Going right back to Dotson. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd and 6 at the 9ers.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more...
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Davis Price up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.